Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, MawathLaAhyabyamnawa, MawathLaAhyabyamnawa. Double honor to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Shalom to the sincere brethren out there pushing his word, and to you sincere listeners. Just wanted to go into a lesson which is based upon, a couple articles that I have here, and this is concerning the coronavirus, and everybody should be paying attention to what's going on. All right, the elites, they seems like they're gonna move on this thing. All right, so out here in San Francisco, the mayor has declared a state of emergency concerning the coronavirus. So I read this article, and then I got another article, and then we're gonna, touch on some scriptures. Okay, this is from the Business Insider. Let's see here. This came out a few hours ago. All right, San Francisco's mayor has declared a state of emergency as the coronavirus continues to spread. And I did a video, I'll say probably like last week, concerning the coronavirus and how, they was trying to downplay it in the media. But people at the CDC, they were saying, oh, this thing is way bigger than, what the media is letting on. So now, they're beginning to, ramp things up, ramp that fear up and, put it out there to you people that this thing is coming. All right. So it says San Francisco Mayor London Breed has declared a state of emergency in the city. Breed said the city is taking the necessary steps to protect San Franciscans from harm. And the main way to protect people from a disease is quarantine. And we've seen, multiple movies concerning this. And we know that these movies they don't just make them just to make them. The elites actually put certain things in the movies to warn other luminaries, and for people that's in the know that's able to identify these things, you could pick up on it as well. So that's the reason why they put these certain movies out, man. They had that movie Quarantine that came out a while back, mentally preparing you people for what's to come. And, we around that time, man. We in that time. This man could use this to start, putting out mass quarantines, man. Implementing mass quarantines. It says the coronavirus outbreak, which began in China, has spread in Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. There are now 53 confirmed cases in the U.S. Worldwide, more than 2,700 people have died from the COVID-19, which is another name for the coronavirus, with more than 80,000 infected. On Tuesday, the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention issued a warning that an outbreak in the U.S. was inevitable. Okay, so they gonna move on this, man. You're gonna see people, with masks walking around. You're gonna see quarantines happening. All right, so now is the time to further build yourself up. And get right with MawathLaAhyabyamnawa. This thing is about to hit the fan. All right. When this thing first came out, we was paying attention to it, and we said this man could use this as a catalyst to, further his NWO. And that seems like what he's doing. Because before this even happened, the WHO, which is the World Health Organization, which is, an establishment of the elites, they use that to, declare pandemics and whatnot. Before it even popped off, they said this is a global threat, man. Okay, so now they're taking the steps to make sure that it becomes a global threat. Okay, so I'm gonna read some of this article, and then we're gonna jump to the other article, and then I'm gonna bring the scriptures out. So it says San Francisco's mayor has declared a state of emergency in the city over the coronavirus outbreak. Now, mind you, there's no known cases of coronavirus in San Francisco. Nobody has been diagnosed with it, but they're taking preemptive measures. Okay, now when you declare a state of emergency, that means you have certain powers. There's certain funding that could be allocated for you to do certain things. It says Mayor London Breed announced Tuesday afternoon that while there haven't been any confirmed cases of the coronavirus disease in San Francisco so far, the city needs to be prepared in case the virus spreads to the area. The San Francisco Chronicle was the first to report the news. The global picture is changing rapidly, and we need to step up preparedness, Breed said in a statement. We see the virus spreading to new parts of the world every day, and we are taking the necessary steps to protect San Franciscans from harm. Now, how are they going to do that? The only way to, stop the spread or limit the spread of a disease is through quarantining. And you've seen them do that. They're doing it in China. They have done it out here in California with people that have come from, Hubei, okay? The Hubei province, that's where Wuhan is, where this outbreak first occurred. So they quarantine these people. But then you have reports that you could have obtained the virus or contracted the virus and not show any symptoms for more than 14 days. So these quarantines, that they have out here, they're just keeping people in there for 14 days. And if they don't see any symptoms, they'll let you out. So this person could be a carrier, okay? They could be a carrier of this disease, and they send them out to the public to spread this thing, man. All right. It says we are taking the necessary steps to protect San Franciscans from harm. The mayor's state of emergency allows the city to ramp up emergency planning, redirecting employees and resources in case of an outbreak in San Francisco. So what happens if there is an outbreak? Quarantine. That's what's going to happen. That's the only way to deal with a virus. All right. It says while 0 cases of the disease have originated in San Francisco so far, 3 people have been treated at local hospitals for COVID-19. According to the Chronicle, on Tuesday, officials with the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention warned that a coronavirus outbreak in the U.S. would be inevitable. So they saying this is going to happen, man. And if it don't happen through natural means, it's going to happen through them manipulating the situation by allowing people that's infected to walk around, by injecting people with the virus, by releasing the virus in the atmosphere. All right. We know how these elites get down, man. Let's see. That's pretty much it on that. There's more to the article. I'll put this in the link. I'll put the link in the description box if you want to continue reading on. So let's jump to the other article that I have prepared. Yeah, and this right here, this is from NBCnews.com. And let's see, this came out today as well, earlier today. Okay, it says Americans should prepare for coronavirus crisis in U.S., CDC says. All right, it's not so much of a question of if this will happen anymore, but rather more of a question of exactly when, an official says. So it ain't no more, okay, is this going to come to U.S.? Is we actually going to deal, with a pandemic or epidemic in this country? They said it ain't no more of an if, it's when. So this thing is going to happen. The elites are going to use this to, further their New World Order plans. All right. Now, if the chip is going to be instituted through this, that remains to be seen. OK, now what you did have happen was the stock market, just collapsed 1,000 points. All right. So they could use this simultaneously with the, economic collapse to bring in that RFID microchip. All right. See, at least they try to, switch their plan up. If we go out there, when we go out there on the highways and hedges and we, prophesy, they hear these things. They'll try to switch it up, So, we thought that maybe, the stock market crash and the collapse, the economic collapse would just come, by itself. But this man, Salaki, he could use this in tandem with the economic collapse just to bring further hell on these people, man. All right, to have these people, bow down and submit to his New World Order. Okay. So it says top public health officials said Tuesday that Americans should prepare for the spread of the coronavirus in communities across the country. Okay. And if it doesn't happen by natural means, like I said, they are going to use whatever means necessary to spread this. Okay, because we know the majority of, diseases that get released out here, they've been made in the lab by Esau. He uses his methods to spread them. All right. And we know ultimately this is all the will of Yahawashi. Okay, it says it's not so much of a question of if this will happen anymore, but rather more of a question of exactly when this will happen and how many people in this country will have severe illness. Dr. Nancy Massonier, the head of the National Center for Immunization and Respiratory Diseases at the CDC, It said during a media briefing Tuesday, and this same woman that they just mentioned, the video I did a while back, a few days ago, you'd probably say last week, supposedly she has sent messages to this person that she knew, telling him that this thing is bigger than what the media is saying. All right. It says, let's see, going further down, it says measures to contain the virus in the U.S. so far have involved restricting travel to and from China, the center of the outbreak, and isolating identified cases. It says, but Masonier said evidence that the virus is spreading to countries outside the region, such as Iran and Italy, have raised the CDC's level of concern and expectation that we'll see spread in the U.S. because, see, the elites, you know, they're using this to further their new world order agenda, man. All right, they're using this virus to, you know, get you people scared. You know, they're gonna start passing mandatory vaccinations on people. Okay, saying if you don't get this vaccine, you ain't gonna be able to work. You ain't gonna be able to do this. Okay, to try to get you people to bow down and submit to their agenda, man. Okay, so that's why it's spreading. Okay, but ultimately it's the will of Yahabyamnawa, the Most High. Like he said, he's bringing plagues to the world. Okay, pestilence is consuming the earth. Okay, now it said the virus is spread to regions such as Iran and Italy. If you go to Italy, the store shelves are completely empty, man. Because these people are scared, you know, that they're going to get quarantined. They ain't going to be able to eat, you know, so that the store shelves are empty. Okay, so this is setting up the scenario that the scriptures is talking about, man. The famine coming. Okay, which if there's a famine, if there's no food, these people going to break out the quarantine, man. Okay, the officials that's on the outside of quarantine, that's making sure these people don't get out, they're going to go after them. Okay, and they're going to go looking for food. All right, so these are the times that we're entering into. Okay, the prophecies are coming to pass, man. Okay, and there's no coincidence, you know, that the apostle Tahar coined this year the year of prophecy, and these things are going down, man. And hey, we only in February. Okay, so martial law can be declared, the economic collapse could happen. Okay, these are the times that we're living in. So it says, as of Tuesday, more than 300 cases have been reported in Italy. Iran had nearly 100 cases. It says when you start to see sustained transmission in other countries throughout the world, it's inevitable that it will come to the United States. Dr. Anthony Fauci, director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, told NBC. It says in the U.S., 57 people have been diagnosed with the coronavirus, the illness caused by the new coronavirus. The majority are among repatriated residents who were passengers of the Diamond Princess cruise ship docked in Japan. The CDC said Americans should prepare for the possibility of disruptions to their daily lives if the virus were to start spreading in the U.S. Okay, that could include closing schools, working from home, and delaying elective medical procedures. Okay, so basically they're gonna shut the city's down, man. Your mobility is gonna be limited. Okay, you ain't gonna be able to go where you want to go. Okay, which that's a precursor to martial law, man. If you got a whole bunch of people that get infected, they're gonna have to pass certain measures to make sure that the infected people don't move around, man. Okay, and how are they gonna do that? That's where the chip comes in. We can't track this people. We can't, check this person's papers all the time to see if he has been immunized or see if he has had the disease. So we might as well just chip these people. Okay, see, these are the times that we're living in, man. So continuing on, it says we should all be dusting off our pandemic preparedness plans and rehearse them very quickly, said Dr. William Schaffner, an infectious disease specialist at Vanderbilt University, which that's another Illuminati family, the Vanderbilts, man. Okay, so you see what's going on here, man. The elites are setting this thing up. It said the core concept is social distancing. It says business leaders, Schaffner says, should start considering which employees could work from home. Perhaps the time will come, he and others said, to observe religious practices and ceremonies at home rather than attend larger community gatherings at places of worship. And families should start asking themselves how they would handle a week or two at home without traveling even short distances for food, medicine, or entertainment. So basically what he's saying is mass quarantines are coming, man. Mass quarantines are coming. And these people going to get irritable. Okay, so what you going to do if you in your house for over a week and you don't got food, man? And you try to go outside, you just like that movie Quarantine, okay? You try to go outside and then, you got people, standing at the door telling you can't go out, all right? And if you ain't eating food, you ain't had no water, you're going to lose it, man, okay? Then they can declare martial law, all right? It says coronavirus tends to spread from person to person through coughs and sneezes. Staying at least 6 feet from other people is thought to minimize the risk. Let's see here. It's pretty much it. I'm gonna just stop right there. I also put this article in the description box if you want to continue to read it. Yes, these are the times that we living in. Okay, all out hell is getting ready to break loose, man. Okay, so we just got to make sure, that we are doing the right thing in the sight of Yahawashi. Okay, make sure that we prepare spiritually for these things. These things are coming. All right. This is 2 Timothy 3:1. It says, "This know also that in the last days, Salakia, perilous times shall come," and we living in those times, man. Okay, the things that we've been prophesying about for years, they're beginning to take place, man. Okay, the pestilences that we talked about. Okay, the martial law that we've been prophesying about, which along with martial law comes Jacob's trouble, man. Who's gonna be the main people that's gonna break out the quarantine, man? It's gonna be Jake, okay? Because, well, first and foremost, Jake ain't never prepared for anything, man. Also, Jake doesn't have the means, the money to stockpile food, Jake living paycheck to paycheck, man. So the main people that's gonna be, breaking out of these quarantines or going against these quarantine orders is gonna be Jake, okay? Which, what is that? First thing that should come to your mind is Jacob's trouble. Okay, these are the times that we're living in, man. All right. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:1. It says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord, Yahawashi, so cometh as a thief in the night." And we right at the gate of these things, man. Okay, now even with all this information that's coming out, the CDC's warning. Okay, well, even when the first outbreak happened over there in China, these people, they was taking it, like, okay, it's just some little small outbreak out there in China. It's not gonna spread. Okay, but us here, us walking in the spirit of Yahawashi, we've been paying attention to this thing, man. Okay, and we are prepared spiritually for what's getting ready to come. Okay. It says, "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord, Yahawashi, so cometh as a thief in the night." And the return to Yahawashi, okay, is going to come as a thief in the night, because these people ain't paying attention. Just like they ain't paying attention to the coronavirus thing, man. Okay, and even when it, begins to pop off, okay, and this man starts, implementing certain things, these people still going to be caught off guard, man. Okay. But the things, that's going to happen from here on out, things are just going to get worse, man. You're going to have more diseases popping up, okay? Martial law is going to be declared. Quarantines are going to be come the new norm, okay? These people aren't even taking these things into consideration, man, okay? It says, "When they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon him, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." Okay, we're just talking about the elites. All right, when they declare that that their enterprise is success, they begin to lock down the new world order. Yahawashi is going to destroy them, man, and they ain't gonna get away. All right. It says, "But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief." Yeah, why? Because we paying attention to what's going on, man. Okay? We paying attention to what's going on. We're matching up what's going on out here with the prophecies that's in the scriptures, man. We know what the deal is, okay? We know what is going to proceed after this, okay? If this thing becomes big, they're going to declare martial law. They're going to start instituting the RFID microchip, okay? They're going to start putting people to death that don't want to take that chip, okay? World War III is going to break out, okay? And then, you know, after all that, the salvation is going to come, okay? It says, ye are all the children of the light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. And that's the mindset that we got to have coming into this thing, man. This thing's about to get real rough out here. Okay, so you can't be walking around, you know, with a mindset like you don't know what the hell's going on, like you drunk. Okay, if you walking around the streets drunk, you don't have any idea what's going on, man. Somebody could be, you know, looking to rob you. You won't know what's going on. You won't even perceive that threat. Okay, so we cannot be in that mindset of being, you know, lackadaisical. Okay, you know, not being on our P's and Q's. Okay, just, you know, roaming through this world without a care, man. Okay, you got to pay attention to what's going on. Okay, you got to watch, man. Okay, because this deal can go down at any moment. Okay, so you want to, you know, make sure that you are on point with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, you don't want to get caught with your pants down, so to speak. You know, so you got to keep that serious mindset, that circumspect mindset, man. Pay attention to what's going on. Okay, at least this day overtake you as a thief. Because these people getting ready to have a rude awakening, man. All the things literally that we've been telling them is getting ready to come to pass, man. Okay? These people thought these things was far-fetched. Oh, quarantine. They're going to quarantine us, you know? Or they're going to forcibly, you know, put microchips inside of it. That ain't going to happen. Okay, but look at what's going on right now, man. Okay, out here in San Francisco, they just declared a state of emergency. Okay, they're taking preemptive measures to stop the spread of the coronavirus, man. The only way to do that is to quarantine people, okay? And what are they doing out there in China? For people that have been diagnosed with the coronavirus or that are under quarantine, they're putting tracking devices on them, okay? This is 2nd Ezra 8:50. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And that's the reason why these things are coming down, man. Okay, these diseases are hitting the earth because Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is judging you for the wickedness that you're doing down here. How many of these people are actually, you know, concerned with how Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai feels with what's going on down here, man? These people don't care, okay? And the prophets have been out there, they warned you, okay? And since you know, haven't taken heed and corrected yourself, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is sending judgment in the form of coronavirus, in the form of these new viruses that's going to pop up that Esau don't even know about, okay, that he cannot decode their genome, all right? It's going to get bad out here, man. And we just at the beginning of this, okay? It says, but understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like unto thee. For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenteousness is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed, yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. The root of evil is sealed up from you, weakness and the moth is hid from you, and corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. Sorrows are past, and in the end is showed the treasure of immortality, which is talking about the kingdom. Okay, it says, and therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish. For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High. And that's all you see in this world, man. The despising of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and his ways. Okay? Nobody's executing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai down here on the earth except for the true servants of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Everybody else is caught up in what they doing, man. Okay? Caught up into, you know, what they can do to please themselves. All right? But now your whole world is getting ready to be turned upside down, man. The CDC said, get ready for your lives to be interrupted. Okay, so you ain't gonna be able to have this freedom that you got anymore, man, to walk and go wherever you want to. Okay, go out to the clubs every weekend. You ain't gonna be able to do these things, man. Hell, you might not even be able to go to your local grocery store. Okay, because they might lock your apartment building down and quarantine it. All right. It says, for when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought scorn of his law, and forsook his ways. Moreover, they have trodden down his righteous, and said in their heart that there is no power, yea, and that knowing they must die. So now you know why these things are coming to the earth, man. Okay, because your complete disregard, your complete prideful disregard for Yahawashi and his ways, man. You actually believe that, you know, the way that you are doing things down here on the earth is better than how the Heavenly Father commanded you to conduct yourself, okay, or, you know, requires you to conduct yourself down here. You said my way is better than that, man. I don't have to listen to the Most High. Okay, so since you said that, now death and judgment is coming upon you, okay, and it's about to get real bad out here, man. Okay, just wait to see. Okay, everything that we read about in the scriptures is getting ready to come to pass. All right. This is 2 Ezra 15 and 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. And this is Yahawashi making a declaration, man. Woe means destruction. That's what's coming to this place on multiple levels, man. Okay. It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Let's talk about the race riots that's going to go down. Okay. It says, for there shall be sedition among men. And these different measures that these cities is going to take, that the county is going to take, that the state is going to take, that the federal government is going to take, is going to cause these people to rise up against the government, man. Okay, you can't lock me in my house for more than a week, okay, or weeks on end, months on end without providing us with food, man. These people are going to lose it. Okay, they're going to break out the quarantine. They're going to go after the people that's running the quarantine. Okay, if it's military officials out there, they're going to, you know, go after them. And they're going to be roaming the streets, man. Okay. It says, for the sword and their destruction, Salaki, it says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. So these different politicians, okay, the law enforcement, they ain't going to regard anything that they say. So this, you know, any quarantine measures, that's going to go out the window. Okay, they're going to say, to hell with that. We got to eat. All right. Any law enforcement official that wants to enforce the quarantine, they're going to go after you too. Okay? Why? Because they're going to have a lack of food, a lack of water, man. It said, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Yes, they're going to cut the cities off. So you ain't going to be able to travel from, you know, city to city. The city's gonna be cut off, man. They're gonna check you. Okay, well, you got the virus. But if you got the virus, they're gonna lock you up, man. Okay. And if there's a city that's on quarantine, that's on lockdown, you ain't gonna be able to go in there. Okay. See, and with this happening, they're gonna have to declare martial law, man. These people gonna get fed up. They're gonna get fed up with all the quarantines. They're gonna be fed up with not being able to eat. Okay, they're going to be fed up with not being able to live their lives normally. Okay. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be afraid. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. That's what's coming down here, man. The lack of bread, the famine. Okay. Because with this disease that's coming, that the CDC says is inevitable to hit the United States, it's going to affect the trucks, man. Okay. It's going to affect the trade routes here in America. So the stores are going to be shut down. Okay, and we always bring this out. The stores only have 3 days worth of food on the shelves, man. So what happens when, you know, certain highways are shut down? Certain truckers are prevented from leaving because it's a lockdown, man. Okay, that's going to cause a famine to break off in these cities. Okay, then what's going to happen? The people that ain't got food, they're going to be roaming the streets, man. Okay. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. So you're going to go in there with the guns. You're going to destroy the house, man. Whatever you got, you're going to take it. Okay. It says, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right. And these are the times that we're living in. This is what's coming to America, man. Okay. And the CDC is telling you to be prepared for these things. All right. This is 2nd Ezra 16. Let's see. We'll start at 68. It says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols." Okay, feed you being idle. That's talking about you being taken to these concentration camps, man. Okay, feed you being idle with things offered unto idols. They're gonna offer you that RFID microchip, man. Okay, which signifies you bowing down to Esau, Edom, and acknowledging him as your God and your slave master forever, man. It says, "And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord." Okay, so Jacob's trouble, man. The Gurkha troops, the different martial law troops, they're gonna come down upon you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, the government's gonna come down upon you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, to try to exterminate you, man. He said, "They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same." And Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to take care of his men. Okay, so we don't got nothing to worry about, man. Only thing we got to do is make sure that we are on point with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, these things that are coming to the earth, okay, the plagues, the pestilence that's coming, the famine that's coming, the martial law that's coming, we ain't got to worry about that, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to take care of us. Okay, and whatever, situation Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai puts us in, just have faith in him, and he's going to, deliver you from that, man. Okay, whatever he deems necessary is going to happen. Okay, some brothers might be martyrs. That don't mean Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai ain't dealing with you. That just means that he wanted you, to be a martyr, man. That's the part you had to play. Okay, just let the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai play out, man. Don't go up against him. Okay, just trust in the Spirit. All right. It says, "Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Power. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves." Okay, so hey, man, this thing is coming down the pipeline. Okay, just stay, fixed on what's going on. Watch this coronavirus, man. Okay, make sure you walking out here with a sober mind. Okay, make sure you being circumspect. Okay, because hey, man, this thing is coming down the pipeline. All right, so with that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Ar Hakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Shalom.